Okay, Barbara and Tony, as promised, I decided to do a little video to show you how I do the dust channel on the back of my pre-cut mats. So here we go. You're going to need a mat. In this case, I have this black with a bevel on it. This I just buy in bulk on Amazon. You're going to need some foam core board, and this is about 1/8 of an inch thick. You can kind of get the thinnest one you can. I like the black very often, but you can use white too. This is the little piece I'm going to be doing. This is a 5x7, and I have this artist archival tape on the back of it because that's how I'm going to attach it. I have double-sided sticky tape. I'm sorry it's backwards. This is called AdTech. It is a permanent archival tape. I buy that on Amazon as well. Pencil. Again, the acid-free archival artist tape, also on Amazon. I'm using a utility knife. I have the foam core board cutter that Susan Jenkins recommended, and I do use it for some things, but I'm not as skilled as using it. She made it look really easy. And so I find I have more control when I use the utility knife for this. You're gonna need a nice straight edge. I have my artist ruler here that I love. And a silicone cutting mat that I bought on Amazon as well. I'm big for buying supplies on Amazon. So what you wanna do is measure, turn your mat over upside down. And you want to measure the width of all the sides. Now this particular mat, all of them happen to be 1 3/4 inches. Sometimes on mattings, the side widths can be different than the top and bottom widths. So you have to make sure you measure all of them. And what you want to do is take that measurement, and the foam core board you're going to cut in strips is going to be 1/8 of an inch less than this in width. So what I did was I measured 1 3/4 inches, and 1/8 of an inch less than that, I marked a line on my foam core board, okay, with a pencil. And I'm simply going to take my ruler. I love this ruler. It's a nice metal edge ruler. And I'm going to line that up on my pencil line, get it situated on my mat so I don't cut my countertop here. I live in a very small space, so my kitchen counter sometimes doubles as a workspace. Take my knife. Now when you do this, you got to make sure you're holding the knife straight up and down. If you tilt it either in or out, you're going to end up cutting a bevel edge, and you don't want that. You want a nice straight square edge. So I'm going to take my knife, press down hard enough so that I know I'm getting through the mat board, or the foam core board, holding it right up against the edge of that ruler. All right, and there we go. I've got a nice straight even edge. Okay, I already cut these 2 longer side pieces, so what I have to do now is, so these are going to become my side pieces. I'm going to use these for my shorter end pieces. So what I have to do is measure how long, and I just hold it up against here to do that and mark it with a pencil. I cut it slightly smaller than the mat board, than the matting itself, just so you don't have it showing on the other side. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna cut it. I'm going to use this one to measure the other one. Excuse me, getting over a cold. I'm going to mark it with my pencil, cut it. Okay, so those are my 2 long pieces. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this double-sided tape. I'm going to run a line of it along the outside edge of the long side. Whoops, I think it just ran out. Let me go get another roll. I buy these in bulk in a box of 12, so. And then you're going to also run it along the inside, but making sure you stay at least 1/8 of an inch away from that edge because you don't want that sticky on the edge. And take your first long piece, line it up on the outside edge and the ends, and press it down. Okay? So there's my little channel right there. All right, do the other side. And again, I'm going to choose the nicest edge to be on the inside, line it up, press it down. So now I've got my two long edges with that little channel on them, okay? Now, for the shorter ends, the piece that I already cut to width, I'm actually just gonna put one end of it in there, kind of butt it up against, mark it with a pencil of where I need to cut. Get that. Okay. Put my ruler across my two marks. Cut it. Use this to measure the second one because it'll be approximately the same. Cut it. And then tape. Again, make sure you stay at least 1/8 of an inch away from that inside opening so you don't have any sticky on there. Line it up. Now that one's a little long, so I may have to trim that a little bit. It's all right, no big deal. That one is too. Let's see if it's a little long up here as well. Yeah, so no big deal. Just take my ruler, lay it across, trim a tad off, and now it's perfect. It's one side. You got to do the same on the other. Trim a tad off. And stick it down. Okay, so now we have a nice channel all the way around. So it looks a little messy, but that's okay. No one's going to see that. I take my artwork, I center it on there. Tape it down. And voila. You have a nice mat with a dust channel in it, so you don't have to worry about the dust getting on your mat board. All right, and that's it. Pretty easy. I hope you found that helpful. All right, have a great day.